Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fremont Mills High School for this District 14 matchup between the St. Albert Falcons and the Sidney Cowboys. I would welcome tonight's officiating crew, Dan Field, John Blomstead, and Casey Pelzer. First up from visitors on the scoreboard tonight, the Sidney Cowboys. Junior, number 10, Noah Jorgensen. Freshman, number 15, Cole Jorgensen. Senior, number 24, Zane Osborne. Senior, number 40, Rod Shirley. And senior, number 52, Brady Lormer. Cowboys are coached by Kent Larson, assisted by Terry Whitehead. And now the starters for the St. Albert Falcons. Sophomore, number 1, Sam Rouse. Junior, number 3, Ryan Hughes. Junior, number 5, Lance Wright. Senior, number 34, Jared Gast. And senior, number 44, Reed Miller. Assisted by Alex Martinez and Mike Tavares. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise, we're moving headward for the singing of our national anthem.
For joining us on KMA-FM 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah for this boys Class 1A District semifinal game between Council Bluffs St. Albert and Sidney. It's brought to you by Low Rent Properties of Sidney, Tabor, Malvern, and Shenandoah, and by Arbor Bank. Now to Tabor with tonight's play-by-play. Here's Brent Barnett.
Thank you, Don, and welcome in tonight to Fremont Mills High School on KMA-FM 99.1. Our game between Sidney and Council Bluffs St. Albert is just underway tonight. 7:03 left in the first quarter. Sidney Cowboys have jumped out to the early lead 2-0. And a missed shot underneath by Jared Gast. However, he gets the follow off the offensive rebound, and we're tied up 2 apiece. 6:50 to play in the first quarter. We've got a doubleheader tonight here on KMA-FM in Class 1A District 14 and semifinal play of the bracket. And our first game here tonight is Sidney and St. Albert. And our nightcap this evening will be East Mills taking on Stanton. Right now, Sidney has the basketball. Again, we are here in Tabor at Fremont Mills High School, the host site for both of these games. Sidney on offense as the ball goes out of bounds right in front of the St. Albert bench. And so Sidney will inbound along the far sideline. Appreciate you being with us tonight. Again, tied up 2 apiece. Down low, Brady Lormer working on gas, goes up for a shot, makes it, but you can take it away because he traveled beforehand, and it's a turnover going back to St. Albert. St. Albert coming in 9-13 overall under head coach Larry Peterson, and Sidney at 14-8 this year under head coach Kent Larson. As right now we have a foul away from the basketball on a moving screen on Gast. And for Gast, that's going to be his first foul of the night. 2 fouls in the early going on the team for St. Albert. And it goes back to Sidney with 6:21 left in the first quarter. First time these two teams meeting each other this season. As right now, Sidney has it. Zane Osborne in some trouble at the right wing. St. Albert very good on defense. They're quick to the ball. They're in a matchup zone on defense, and they come out and trap along the perimeter. Brady Lormer at the high post now. Picks it up, kicks it out to Noah Jorgensen. Back to the right side. Osborne, deep three. No good. And a rebound underneath for Reed Miller of St. Albert. Here come the Falcons the other way. left to right, into the lane, underneath, up with a shot, and good, Lance Wright, the 5'9" junior, and St. Albert leads 4-2. 5:40 left in the first quarter here in this ball game. Sidney trying to break a full court press right now to get across. Noah Jorgensen left side of the floor. Noah looks to drive, kicks it underneath for Lorimer, up with a shot. However, he's called for another travel, and it's turnover going back to St. Albert. 5:29 left in the first quarter. And now a timeout taken on the floor by Sidney head coach Kent Larson, and we will keep it right here. So again, 5:29 left in the first, 4-2 St. Albert right now. The Falcons going with the starting lineup tonight of Sam Rawlis, a 6'1" sophomore, Ryan Hughes, a 6'1" junior, Lance Wright, a 5'9" junior, Jared Gass, a 6'5" senior, and Reed Miller, a 6'2" senior. Over on the Sidney side tonight, Coach Larson going with Noah Jorgensen, a 5'10" junior, Cole Jorgensen, a 5'7" freshman, Zane Osborne, a 5'10" senior, Brock Shirley, a 6'2" senior, and Brady Lorimer, a 6'3" senior down low in the post. Both teams breaking away from the timeout here. St. Albert up by 2, 4-2 early on in the ball game. And it'll be St. Albert basketball. Working point is Ryan Hughes. Hughes averaging around 4 points per game this season, is the point guard of this Falcons squad. Kicks it into the corner here for Rawlis, and they give it outside for Gass. Gass spin move into the lane, up with a contested shot, no good. And Lorimer comes down with the rebound. Noah gets away from him and out of bounds. So it'll stay with St. Albert underneath the basket. Hughes will throw it in here for the Falcons. He slaps the basketball, gets it in. Gass down in the low block on Shirley, up with the shot and draws a foul. Nice move by Jared Gass down in the post to draw the contact. Now Gass, he leads the team this year in scoring and in rebounds, about 14 points per game, shooting 48% from the floor, as his first free throw is up and no good. Came in shooting around 40 of 68 from the free throw line. It's 59%. Next shot is up, and this time he gets it to go. The lead is now 5-2 for St. Albert. 5:07 left in the first, and now the Falcons set up a press. Noah Jorgensen picks up the dribble. They still got to get across half court, nearing the 10-second mark. Shirley passes it to Lorimer. Now to the left wing for Noah Jorgensen, and Noah's called for a travel after he caught the basketball and went to take off to the basket. So that's 3 travels here early on for Sidney. 2 on Lorimer and 1 from Jorgensen. And those can be pivotal, especially against a team as talented as St. Albert. Now, I mentioned that St. Albert is 9-13. Do not let that record fool you for how talented this group is. They play an extremely tough schedule. And, I mean, they have a win over Lewis Central here recently, 52-51. Also beat Thomas Jefferson 53-41. And they play a lot of Hawkeye 10 teams. Here's a 3 nailed from the outside. Reed Miller, his first basket of the night. And it's now 8-2 St. Albert. And in fact, whenever we look at this bracket, St. Albert in Class 1A District 14, they're the 1 seed. So the coaches obviously know the talent whenever they did the seeding for this. Sidney back on offense. 2-on-2 fast break the other way. They drive down low, kick it left for Jorgensen. That's Cole. In the corner, he was open, but the ball went right through his hands and out of bounds. Off the pass, and it's a turnover going back to St. Albert. Falcons up 8-2 early on. 4:05 left in the first. Now top of the key, Hughes running point. Gives it off right wing for Lance Wright. Now they work it back top for Miller. Back to the left for Hughes. Thought about it from 3. Comes off a pick right. Skips it to the right wing. Gass dribbles in one-on-one on Shirley. Righty hook is no good. There's Sam Rawlis with the putback. A little strong, and a rebound for Brady Lorimer underneath. Sidney back with it. Trailing 8-2 midway through the first. Brock Shirley steps back. Now he dribble drives right side. Puts up a contested jumper. No good. That one sailed long. St. Albert quickly the other way. Lance Wright pulls up from 3 in transition. Short off the front rim. Lorimer's there for another rebound for the Cowboys. Sidney having some trouble on offense. Only 2 points so far through the first quarter. Noah Jorgensen picks up the dribble. Gives it off top of the key for Garrett Phillips. Now into the right corner for Jorgensen. Back to the right wing for Shirley. Brock gives it back to Jorgensen into the corner. He picks up the dribble and works it up to the top of the key. Phillips all the way to left side. Cole Jorgensen, three-pointer, good from the outside. The freshman, Jorgensen, knocks it down. And that pulls Sidney within 3. It's 8-5. Quigley at the other end. Reed Miller in the low block. His shot is blocked by Lorimer. And now St. Albert throws it away. Turnover going back to the Cowboys. With 2:48 left in the first. 8-5. St. Albert up by 3. Winner moves on to a district final and will play Thursday night against the winner of our nightcap this evening between East Mills and Stanton. That district final will be played Thursday at Riverside in Oakland as Noah Jorgensen misses a mid-range jumper right baseline. Hughes, other way, kick out, right corner, right, up to the top. Jared Gass for 3, short, and a rebound underneath by Noah Jorgensen. Sidney back the other way, 2:25 left in the first. St. Albert 8, Sidney 5. Of course, Sidney has had a lot of success this season as well. 14-8 record under Kent Larson. And right now, here's Garrett Phillips to the basket. Gets it to go on the shooter's roll. And we got a 1-point game. 8-7, St. Albert up by 1. Now looking to drive, Reed Miller into the lane, up with a shot and a whistle and a foul. And Miller will go to the line for 2 shots. He's got 3 points so far this evening. And coming into the game, third on the team in scoring at 7 points per game. Shoots about 63% from the free throw line, 12 of 19. First shot is up, and he gets it to go. And some substitutions for St. Albert. Cy Patterson into the game. Aiden Anisdale in as well. Back to the line, we go to Miller. Free throw is up, and he gets it to go as well. He hit them both. And the lead is back to 3 for St. Albert, 10-7. 1:55 to play in the first. Anisdale comes up to play defense on Jorgensen, who picks up the dribble. Into the high post, Lorimer. Guarded by Gast. And Gast doesn't really apply any pressure. Brady's not much of a shooter from, deep range. He likes to stay in the low block. Now Shirley has it up top. Goes down low, Lorimer. 2 on him, up with a shot and made it. Nice job by Lorimer. He's got 4 points. Back to a 1-point game. St. Albert 10, Sidney 9. In transition the other way, Anisdale. Left wing. Dribbles up now to the top of the key. Works it over to Hughes and into the right corner. Miller takes a deep 3. Good. And Reed Miller up to 8 points. Leading the way right now for St. Albert. The Falcons up 13-9. With 1:07 to play in the first. High post, they go to Brock Shirley. He'll take a deep 2 with a foot on the 3-point line. No good. And Jared Gass with the rebound underneath for St. Albert. Hughes pushes ahead in transition. Working on Jorgensen. Back to Gass up top, who drives the lane. Working on Shirley. Oh, and he hits a great contested shot. 5 points for Gass. The lead is up to 15-9 for St. Albert with 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Noah Jorgensen now top key. Anisdale is working on him. They go to the high post for Shirley. He dribbles right. Gives it down low. Lorimer, 1-on-1. Up with a shot. Can't get it to go, but a whistle and a foul. And 2 free throws coming up for Brady Lorimer of Sidney. Lorimer second on the team at 11 points per game. Also leads in rebounds. He's pulled down 250 rebounds this season through their 22 games. So well over a double-double for his season average as he gets set at the line here. First shot is up and no good. Lorimer shooting 57% from the free throw line coming into the game. As Jared Gast is subbed down to the contest, Connor Cherney is in for the first time tonight. And for Sidney, Jaden Sears into the ball game for the first time tonight as well. And Adam Thompson in for Sidney. We go back to the free throw line with Lorimer. He's got 1 more to shoot. He missed the first one. And the shot is up and no good, in and out. Reed Miller with the rebound. And we're going the other way. 25 on the clock. Right now it's a turnover. Sidney steals it. Noah Jorgensen came up with the basketball. Anisdale was trying to drive the lane and pass one off. Now to Sears, right wing. In some trouble, gets it away. Noah Jorgensen, who drives in. Floater in the lane. Good. Noah's got his first basket of the night. 5 seconds on the clock. Ryan Hughes at the other end. Contested shot, and he's fouled with 1.8 on the clock here late in the first quarter. So it'll be Hughes going to the line for 2 shots. Right now it's a 4-point lead for the Falcons, 15-11. Hughes, a 67% free throw shooter on the season, 14 of 21. First shot is up and good. That's his first basket of the night. So it makes it 16-11, 5-point lead pending the next shot. As Hughes gets settled in, next shot is up, and this one's no good. Lorimer the rebound, and we'll just hold on to it for the end of the first quarter. 16-11, St. Albert up by 5. We go to the second quarter next on KMAFM, Clarinda, Shenandoah.
At PCSB, we believe in helping our customers and our community grow, and service is how we do it. This is about making banking better. We are here to serve. We have an innovative spirit and a heart for people that moves us to do what's right. Because at the end of the day, we know what matters most. Visit us online at wearepcsb.com. PCSB, we believe in you. Member FDIC.
Bedford Drug offers more than just your prescriptions. They are now providing immunizations, including flu, pneumonia, and shingles vaccinations. Plus, they offer prescription synchronization for your convenience. Stop in and visit with pharmacist Mike Schweitzer for more information. See their expanded gift selection, too. Convenience, competitive prices, and people willing to help. Just a few reasons that Bedford Drug is the pharmacy with more for you. Get professional and experienced advice on the spot. Bedford Drug on Main Street in Bedford.
So we begin the second quarter from Fremont Mills High School in Tabor. And right now it's St. Albert leading Sidney 16-11 on KMAFM, Clarinda, Shenandoah. Reed Miller had 8 points in that first quarter to lead all scorers. Jared Gast right behind him with 5 there for the Falcons. On the Sidney side, Brady Lorimer has 4, Cole Jorgensen with 3, and both Noah Jorgensen and Garrett Phillips have 2 apiece. Sidney will start with the basketball to begin the second quarter. Again, 16-11 Falcons over the Cowboys. Down low, Lorimer, one-on-one in the block. Now the double team comes in. He gets it away. Brock Shirley now opposite post. Up with the shot. No good off the glass. And a rebound for Lance Wright underneath. Wright will keep it himself. Jogs it up the floor. Now gives it up to Hughes, the point guard, in between the circles. As Hughes holds on to it, right wing gives it off Reed Miller in between the circles, who's guarded by Cole Jorgensen. Down low, Jared Gast, contested shot. Good. And he's got 7. 18-11, and now a steal underneath. Sam Rawlis got it off the inbounds pass and was fouled going up for a shot, and he'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Great defensive effort there by the sophomore Rawlis. He's second on the team in scoring this year, about 11 points per game. At At the free throw line, Sam shooting 66%. First shot is up from the lefty, and it's in. It's good. That's his first basket of the night. And the lead is now 8 for St. Albert, 19-11 with 7:21 left in the second quarter. Rollis back to the line. Next shot is up, in and out. Lorimer with the rebound for the Cowboys, and Zane Osborne will push ahead on offense, right side of the floor. Now into the right corner, drives baseline, picks up the dribble, down low Lorimer. Between two guys, misses it, got it back, the follow, short, got it again, and he's fouled from behind. So a great job there by Lorimer, getting 2 hustle plays there on the offensive rebounds, and eventually gets rewarded by going to the free throw line. Brady's got 4 points so far this evening, shooting 57% from the line, as the first shot is up and good. Substitution for St. Albert, Connor Turney back into the rotation now for the Falcons. Lorimer gets set back at the charity stripe. And he hits them both this go around, so 6 points now for Lorimer. Makes it 19-13. St. Albert up by 6. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Falcons on offense with Hughes at the top of the key. Right side, gives it into the corner. How about Cherney for a three-pointer? It's short, and a rebound for Shirley underneath. Outlet pass to Osborne, who drops it up the floor across the timeline right to left. Works it left wing, still holding on. Nice defense by Lance Wright. Into the high post for Shirley. He looks to dribble drive, and he'll be for sure called for a carry. No, they'll say a travel, but could have been either or, a carry or a travel. They get him for a travel. Turnover back to St. Albert. Now, Derek Martin is over on the KMA Extreme right now at KMAland.com from Mid-Buchanan High School, just north of Fawcett, Missouri. East Atchison playing Gallatin on the boys' side of district play there, so Derek's on the Extreme. That one started at 4:30. Sam Rollis with a shot underneath with some contact, no call. Sidney the other way after the rebound. Osborne slows things up, right wing. Now dribbles in between the circles, guarded by Hughes. As he's in some trouble, gets it to Noah Jorgensen. Pass was off the mark and went out of bounds right in front of the St. Albert bench. So back to St. Albert, 6:10 left in the second period, 19-13, the Falcons lead. Hughes comes up top, works it to Cherney. It goes over to the right wing. Hughes, three-pointer, no good off the rim. And a rebound for Brock Shirley, and now it's taken right out of Brock's hands by Sam Rollis. He misses a shot, but gets his own rebound, and now they slow it up. Heads-up play defensively by Rollis. And now Lance Wright has a shot blocked by Cole Jorgensen. Cherney drives, has a shot tip, gets it back, puts up a shot, and makes it. So that's what'll really get you if you're Sidney. St. Albert getting 4 or 5 chances there to get a shot off. And a timeout by Kent Larson as the lead grows to 21-13. 5:35 left in the second quarter. St. Albert up on KMA-FM.
Barrett Auto Center. Sure, they hope you'll consider them your automotive resource when it comes time to buy your next vehicle, but maybe you've just purchased one or are not quite ready for the investment. And Barrett Auto Center says that's okay. Your business is still important. You can still rely on them for all your service, warranty work, tire purchases, maintenance, and more. Barrett Auto Center at barrettautocenter.com is still your resource for any make and model from any dealer. Give them the chance to make sure you come back to Barrett's. HawkeyeFord.com is where you'll find a complete selection of pre-owned cars and trucks. It's also where you can estimate your trade-in value and receive a no-hassle quote. Since 1988, Hawkeye Ford has been offering a high level of customer service and a commitment to making the process of buying your vehicle an enjoyable one. They strive to deliver 100% satisfaction every time you visit their location on Highway 34 east of Red Oak or on their 24/7 location, HawkeyeFord.com.
Back here at Fremont Mills High School on KMA-FM, Clarinda, Shenandoah. Sidney basketball, they have the full length of the floor to go, and the Falcons showing a full court press. Noah Jorgensen gets it into Zane Osborne, and Osborne has it taken right out of his hands. St. Albert with it, and Isdell underneath, and hits a mid-range jumper. And now a whistle and a timeout, far side of the floor. And I think we're going to get a sideline warning, perhaps. Official came running over to the scorer's table area. Sidney's going to go ahead and make a sub. Shirley in for Osborne. He turned it over there, and it resulted in a bucket for Aiden Anazell. It's a 10-point lead for the Falcons. 23-13 midway through the second period. Garrett Phillips across the left wing for the Cowboys. And he has it taken off of his pass. It was tipped right out of his hands. Jared Gass with the steal. St. Albert back with it. Antisdale up to the lefty runner. Short. Shirley with the rebound. And now looks to dribble ahead. Gives it to Phillips across half court. Phillips goes top of the key. Noah Jorgensen for three. Short, no good. And here comes St. Albert. A 3-on-2 fast break. Antisdale into the lane. Up with the lefty runner. Can't get it to go. And Shirley with the rebound for Sidney. Phillips now left wing. Is double team. Gets it off Noah Jorgensen up top. He's guarded by Antisdale. Now into the right corner to go for Brock Shirley. And his pass will be off the foot of a defender, so a kick ball violation. Sidney will inbound on the far sideline, just to the left, our left of the scorers table here at FM's gym. 4:35 left, second period. St. Albert up 23-13. Cole Jorgensen trying to get it in, gets it to the corner. Brock Shirley drives baseline, up with a shot. It's swatted, and a whistle comes in late. Well after the play, and I think we'll have free throws coming up for Brock Shirley. Larry Peterson was wanting an explanation, the head coach for St. Albert. Now that call came from the official who was back out past the three-point line. So to the line, Shirley, who's been held scoreless so far through the first half. And his first shot is up and no good. Jeff Miller will check in for St. Albert, and Jared Gass comes over to have a seat for a bit. Jeff's a 6'1" sophomore, getting some action here in the rotation midway through the second quarter. Next shot for Shirley, he missed them both. Noah Jorgensen, the offensive rebound, put back on the way is no good. Here comes St. Albert. Quickly into the front court. Now they work it out right wing, up top of the key, over to the left side. Miller down low for Wallace, and it was just past his fingertips. I don't think Sam was expecting a pass at that moment, and it goes out of bounds, and it goes back to Sidney here. 4:18 left, second quarter. Still 23-13 Falcons. Sidney trying to break a press. Noah Jorgensen right side, dribbles to a trap, but gets past it to Cole Jorgensen, and now he has it knocked out of his hands, but a whistle and a foul. So that's another one on St. Albert. Cole Jorgensen will inbound on the far sideline right around half court. Gets it into Noah Jorgensen, top of the key. That's 16 fouls now on St. Albert. Shirley in the right corner. Looking down low from Lorimer. Now lobs it for Jorgensen, stolen away by Antisdale. He passes it off, left side. Lefty layup is good from Connor Cherney, his fourth point of the night. 12-point lead for St. Albert, 25-13. 3:45 left in the first half. Garrett Phillips has it taken out of his hands by Sam Rawlis. Rawlis, lefty layup is good. And right now, St. Albert has all the momentum. A lot of effort on defense for the Falcons. They lead 27-13. 3:37 left in the second quarter. Timeout Sidney on KMA.
This is Jennifer at Cornerstone Bank in Clarinda. We want to help you protect your money. We have seen too many people lose their money to scams. If someone wants you to pay in gift cards, it's a scam. If a person calls and is acting like a child, a grandchild, ask them for their name. Ask them questions to verify it's who they say they are. We will never call and ask you for an account number, social security number, or any other personal information. We already have it. Cornerstone Bank in Clarinda, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
A quick look through the downtown, and it's easy to see that good things are happening in Malvern. Malvern Bank takes great pride in their small town and the customers that keep it thriving. But you don't have to be from Malvern to bank with people that make you feel right at home. Thanks to mobile banking, they make it easy to do all your banking from anywhere. And with state-of-the-art innovation throughout, this small-town bank can offer big bank products and services. Learn more at malvernbank.com. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
3:37 to play in the first half. St. Albert has opened up its lead here in the second quarter, now up 27-13. It was 16-11 at the end of the first quarter. Noah Jorgensen trying to break a full-court press. Gets trapped or a near half court. In trouble. Pass tipped and stolen again. Connor Cherney pushes ahead into the lane and is fouled hard from behind. And it'll be Jorgensen picking up the foul most likely here. Him and Shirley came over to try to swap the basketball. And it's Noah Jorgensen picking up the foul. The defense of St. Albert has really stepped it up in the second quarter, forcing many turnovers here. And it's paying off for him, for getting some opportunities on the offensive side. As Cherney knocks down the first, he's got 5 points. Sam Rawls comes out for a quick breather. And checking in, Jack Eichholt for St. Albert. Back to the line, Cherney. Shot is up, and he gets them both. 6 points for him, and it's now 29-13 St. Albert. 3:25 left in the second. Noah Jorgensen top of the key, and his pass sails into the bleachers here in Fremont Mills. Another turnover for the Cowboys. Has kind of been the story for them in the second quarter. Haven't been able to take care of the basketball. Annisdale top of the key. Dribbles left off the screen. Works it back up top. Three-pointer. Jeff Miller. Good. St. Albert's really pouring it on here. They're up 32-13. 3:02 left in the second quarter. Right side of the floor, Cole Jorgensen. Now up to Noah up top. He dribbles in high post, down low for Lorimer, and he gets a shot to go. So Sidney able to get a basket there after a long run by St. Albert. Now the Falcons with it. And a dribble drive here from Cy Patterson. He's fouled going to the hoop. And he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Patterson on the year, shooting 50% from the free throw line. As he gets set at the free throw line here, shot is up, and he gets it to go. Cy, a 5'10" sophomore. A tremendous talent in baseball. And he gets it to go. So Cy now has 2 points on the night. 34-15, St. Albert. Noah Jorgensen at the other end. Picks up the dribble at the wing. He's trapped. Gets it away to Lorimer. Now he's in trouble. Kick out right side for Sidney's Sam Pierce. Now back up to Jorgensen, top of the key. To the high post, Lorimer. Nowhere to go. Gives it off Shirley. Into the right block. Up with a shot. And it's swatted from behind. St. Albert pushing ahead. Annisdale, left side of the floor. Skips it all the way to the right. Patterson for 3. No good. Lorimer the rebound underneath for the Cowboys. Pierce will push ahead on offense for Sidney. Right wing. Dribbles up to the top of the key. Gives it off Cole Jorgensen. Cole will lob it into the left corner for Noah Jorgensen. Back to Cole. Now up top for Pierce. High post. Lorimer. Mid-range jumper. Good. 10 points for Brady Lorimer. He's got 10 of the team's 17. And it's a 17-point game. 34-17, 1:35 left in the second period. St. Albert up. Left side of the floor, Patterson. Looks on the dribble drive. Looks for a backdoor cut, but a pass is stolen away by Pierce. Now Pierce loses the basketball trying to dribble behind his back. Lorimer recovers it. Now Lorimer throws one that's nearly stolen. And the pass is tipped and out of bounds. Last touched by St. Albert. Cole Jorgensen will throw it in, near sideline, up top for Pierce. 1:15 left in the second period. And St. Albert up 34-17. Brock Shirley's at the right wing, nobody coming out to guard him, gives it out up top. Pierce in between the circles. Gives it left side for Jorgensen, that's Cole. To the high post, Lorimer. 3 of them on him, up with a shot and draws a foul and will go to the line. So about really the only thing that's been going for Sidney here in the first half is when they entered the pass at the high post to Lorimer. He tries to dribble down into the box. He's up to 10 points, got 10 of the team's 17. And going to the line for 2. First shot from Lorimer is up off the front rim and gets it to go on the shooter's roll. He's got 11. And a substitution for the Cowboys. Jaden Sears, a senior, back into the rotation. And Brock Shirley will have a seat. 56 seconds left in the first half. Next shot from Lorimer. It's good. He's got 12. 34-19, the St. Albert lead as Falcons push ahead quickly. Top of the key, Antisdale. Works it over the right wing. Connor Cherney drives. And a whistle and a foul on the Cowboys. And this one's going to be on Sears. Well, actually, it'll be Sam Pierce who picks up the foul. And for Pierce, that's his first, 7th on the team for Sidney. Bonus 1 and 1. And Churdy knocks down the first shot. And off the bench, Connor's now up to 7 points. Jared Gass has 7, Reed Miller with 8. Churning hits the second. He's got 8 now. It's 36-19. Jorgensen across half court. In trouble, is trapped. Up top for Lorimer. And he's in some trouble now. Gets it away to Noah Jorgensen. High post. Now dribbling down low is Lorimer, but he travels beforehand. And the turnover going back to St. Albert. 29 seconds on the clock. Second quarter. St. Albert 36. Sidney 19. Looks like Falcons really can just hold on here for one final shot of the quarter. Top of the key now, Antisdale. Working left side of the floor for Jack Eicholt. High post, Cy Patterson right side. Antisdale back to Eicholt. Three-pointer on the way from him is no good. Rebound for Pierce underneath. And that's going to be the end of the first half. 36-19 is the lead for St. Albert. So again, we're here at the break, 36-19, and we'll take a break and talk about the first half next here on KMA.
And sometimes when you see these kids go off and they play Division II football and they come back to town, you're like, wow, what happened to this dude? They just absolutely just turned into a brick wall. 4 years, 5 years from now, where do you think you'll be weighing and what you'll be looking like?
Well, I mean, I guess I never really talked about it with them, but I guess I would picture myself, probably around 300 pounds. I mean, really, you want to get bigger, but, being able to move and all that is, obviously very important too. So, I would think around the 300-pound mark would be,
We'll definitely.
All right, thanks a lot, Derek. That was an interview recently on the KMA Land Catch-Up, brought to you by Iowa Western Community College. Derek there talking with Sidney senior Brady Lorimer, who in this game tonight has 12 points going into the second half, and we'll see what type of adjustments Sidney talked about in the locker room to go into these third and fourth quarters. St. Albert up 36-19 heading into the second half as they were led by both Reed Miller and Hunter Cherney, who both had 8 points in the first half. Jared Gass, a 6'5" senior, had 7, as it was 16-11 at the end of the first quarter in this one. And then St. Albert really turned up the defensive effort for several Sidney turnovers and were able to turn those defensive turnovers into offensive points. And they were able to pull ahead 36-19 going into halftime. Well, it looks like both teams are ready to go to start the third quarter of play here on KMA. And St. Albert will start with possession of the basketball in the second half. And just a reminder that Derek Martin had the call of East Atchison boys over on the KMA Extreme this evening at their district game. Looks like that one has just gone final. East Atchison wins 56-40 over Gallatin. Wolves move on. And right here to start the third quarter, it's Sam Rollis hitting a shot underneath off the feed from Hughes. And Sam has 5 points tonight. St. Albert picking up right where they left off. And now in a full court press, trying to force a turnover. And a 10-second count on Sidney. They turn it right back to St. Albert. They couldn't get across half court. Reed Miller will throw it in right in front of the scorer's table. Ryan Hughes, top of the key, swings it right side for Rollis. In between the circles now for Lance Wright. They go to the high post. Gast. He dribbles down low. Looks for the lefty runner. No good. Got it back. In some trouble. Kicks it out. Reed Miller for 3. No good. And Brady Lorimer with the rebound underneath for Sidney. He pushes it out ahead. This is Noah Jorgensen, who has it taken right out of his hands by Hughes, and it's stolen away. Noah was trying to dribble behind the back, and Hughes was there. Now at the other end, Hughes driving. Knocked out of his hands, out of bounds, but it looks like it maybe went off his foot, and so it's a turnover going back to Sidney. Right now, the Cowboys trying to break the press again. And they're getting near that 10-second mark. Pass is knocked away. St. Albert with the steal and a foul on Brock Shirley. Sam Rollis with the steal. And for Shirley, that's now his third foul of the night. First foul of the team here in the second half on the Cowboys. Left side of the floor. 3 on the way. Lance Wright, good from the outside. This St. Albert team can attack you in so many different ways. Dribble drive, low block post, 3-pointers, fast break transition. I mean, there's just too many elements to this team. They're up 41-19 right now. High post, Noah Jorgensen down low, contested shot, no good. Brady Lorimer, the rebound, looking for a jump ball. No, they call a foul, and Brady Lorimer will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Brady, who we just heard from during the halftime break, he's going to be playing football at Northwest Missouri State next year, signing on for the Bearcats. He's got 12 points so far this evening, 12 of the team's 19, as he misses the first free throw on a line drive shot, short off the front rim, no good. Winner of this game will play either East Mills or Stanton coming up Thursday night. As Lorimer hits that one, he's got 13. Back to St. Albert quickly. Jared Gast drives in, jump stop, shot is short. Sam Rollis the putback with a bump, no call, and we're going back to the Cowboys. St. Osborne in between the circles now, running point guard. Started by Wright, drives in, kick out right side. Cole Jorgensen for 3, no good. Osborne an offensive rebound. Underneath, there's Jared Gast, who is called for a foul. And I think Gast and Coach Peterson doesn't agree with it, saying that Gast was straight up, and I would have to agree, but you know, there was a little contact with the body there. Osborne to the line. First shot is up and no good. And for Gast, he's now got 3 fouls, so that's something he'll have to watch going forward. 2 fouls on St. Albert. Osborne to the line again, and he gets this one to go. That's Zane's first point of the night. In transition now, Rollis, left corner, down low for Gast, working on Lorimer. Has it tipped, it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Lorimer, and he'll stay with the Falcons underneath. Stack formation here is they pass it into Lance Wright in the corner. 3-pointer is short. Brock Shirley the rebound. Osborne pushes ahead now in transition for the Cowboys. 20-point game. St. Albert up 41-21 as now Lance Wright takes it right out of Osborne's hands. Pass to the opposite block. Hughes makes the shot and draws the end one. Great execution again for St. Albert. Hughes has 3, chance to get another here. Lance Wright has really been a pest on defense. He's knocked away several basketballs here throughout this game, several steals. And Hughes hits that one. He's got 4. And the lead is now 44-21 for the Falcons. And now a steal off the inbounds pass. Lance Wright with the steal. Got it away from Shirley. Left side, Ryan Hughes for 3. In and out. Sam Rawlis with the rebound over Shirley. Underneath, Reed Miller. The putback is good. 10 points for Reed Miller. And now Zane Osborne looks to push ahead. Sidney now still not across half court, in some trouble here. And Noah Jorgensen's going to throw it away, knocked out of bounds by Miller. And Kent Larson frustrated on the sideline, wants another timeout. 5:03 left in the third period. St. Albert 46, Sidney 21 on KMA-FM, Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Red Oak Fabrication is the only place to go for fabrication services. They offer precision laser cutting, CNC high-definition plasma cutting, a CNC press brake, powder coating, and a full-service machine shop. Plus, there's even more. Check out the retail space for the largest selection of Carhartt apparel and boots for men, ladies, and kids, along with muck boots and ammo. Red Oak Fabrication, 306 North 3rd in Red Oak, or check out redoakfabrication.com. Like them on Facebook for specials, too.
While the forecast for agriculture is anything but clear, one thing that remains obvious in our industry is the need to partner with those that are committed to and understand the ups and downs that come from feeding the world. This is Dan Comer with Arbor Bank, and we've been your local financial resource since 1865. Stop in and see me and Sidney or one of our experienced ag lenders in Oakland or Nebraska City. We're Arbor Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
5:03 to play in the third quarter, and coming out of the timeout for the Cowboys, they do have possession of the basketball. And they'll inbound near sideline. Cole Jorgensen works it in up top for Zane Osborne. And Osborne's immediately trapped, gets it high post for Brady Lorimer. Opposite post, Brock Shirley. Shot is blocked from behind. Nice defense by Reed Miller. Lance Wright pushes ahead. 4:50 left in the period. Ryan Hughes hits the shot and draws the foul, and one again. 6 points for Hughes, as the Falcons have gotten contribution all over the floor scoring-wise. 9 different players have scored for St. Albert so far in the game. Hughes makes the free throw. He's got 7, and the lead is now up to 49-21 for the Falcons. 4:45 left in the third. St. Albert, a beast of its own, trying to get back to the state tournament. And Sam Rawlis is fouled on the floor after St. Albert forced another Sidney turnover on a steal on the inbounds. And a foul underneath before a shot attempt, it appears. It was on the floor. And some substitutions for the Cowboys. Phillips is back in. And it looks like Jackson Gorham into the rotation as well. Osborne and Cole Jorgensen come out. Ryan Hughes, left wing, drives in. Mid-range jumper on the way. No good. And a rebound for Lorimer. 4:28 left in the third. 49-21. Noah Jorgensen has it knocked out of his hands. He recovers. Goes up for the shot. It's tipped. But a whistle and a foul. So Noah Jorgensen will go to the line for 2 shots for Sidney. We'll see if they get on the foul there. It looks like Sam Rawlis will be rung up for the foul, his first of the night. And for the team, for the Falcons, that's 3 here in the second half. First shot is up and good from Noah. That's his 3rd point of the night. Now, on the season, Noah's leading scorer on the team, around 17 points per game, and St. Albert's been holding him in check so far. As he misses the second, he's only got 3. Other way they go. Falcons up top. Reed Miller, open look from 3. Good. Another 3 for Reed Miller, and he's got 13 points to lead all scorers. The lead is 30 for the Falcons, 52-22. 4:03 left in the third period. And now Brock Shirley has it knocked out of his hands, but he recovers it. St. Albert's so good at closing the passing lanes where you can't even find a crease as a shot is blocked. Lorimer gets it back. Follow is good. Brady is about the only thing going right now for the Sidney offense. He's got 15 of the team's 24 points. It's 52-24. Ryan Hughes at the other end. Down low, Sam Rawlis. Skip pass to the left. Jared Gass will drive in. Spin move. Fade away. No good. Lorimer the rebound. And Shirley now will give it off to Jackson Gorham, who will bring it up the floor. Left to right. Looking forward to the game we have coming up after this one. East Mills taking on Stanton. As Noah Jorgensen drives in. Kick out up top. Garrett Phillips for three. Can't get it to go. And a rebound for Rawlis underneath. That game coming up after this one, East Mills 19-3 as Jared Gass hits one underneath off a feed from half court. 9 points for him. Back to a 30-point game, the lead for the Falcons. So as mentioning, East Mills 19-3 overall and Stanton 21-1. Should be a great contest after this one. Another steal for St. Albert and a foul on Brock Shirley once again. Hughes was the one that was fouled. And for Shirley, that's going to be 4 fouls on him this evening. Now 5 on the team as head coach Larry Peterson pulls all 5 off, puts on a new rotation. As the starters get an applause here from the St. Albert crowd. 2:37 left in the third. It's been all St. Albert tonight, up by 30 points here, mid to late third quarter. So Antisdale is at the top of key running point right now. And I say, like they put in another rotation. The group that's on the floor, this 5, played significant minutes in the first half. St. Albert has just so many fresh bodies that get varsity looks and are big contributors as Brady Lorimer hits a shot underneath. He's now up to 17 points. 2:05 left in the third. Left side of the floor. Eichholt gave it off. Now top of the key, Annisdale into the right corner for Cherney, who had 8 points in the first half. Has a shot swatted by Brock Shirley, and now a putback underneath, no good from Eichholt, and it goes out of bounds. Goes back to Sidney with 1:51 left in the third period. Substitution now on the Cowboy side of the floor as Shirley comes out with the 4 fouls. Jaden Sears, the senior, into the rotation. Do want to remind you with projected winter storms taking place, for any school cancellation information, stay tuned to our website on the cancellations tab there at kmaland.com and community announcements as well. Underneath right now, Gorham with it, has a shot that's tipped and swatted away. And here comes St. Albert the other way. Eichholt driving into the lane. Kick out, Gorham into the corner. Cy Patterson for 3, no good. And a rebound underneath for Jaden Sears. Sears brings it up the floor now, 1:15 left in the third period. Gives it off to Garrett Phillips, a freshman. Now to Gorham right side. Working on Eichholt, down low. Brady Lorimer, spin move, and the shot is good. 19 for Lorimer. It's 54-28 St. Albert, under a minute to play in the third quarter. Top of the key. Falcons with it, Annisdale. He drives in, kicks it left. 3-pointer from Eichholt, no good, and a rebound for Phillips underneath. Now it's taken out of his hands by Cherney. Falcons get it back, and a whistle and a foul on Phillips. 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Falcons will inbound along the baseline. Annisdale gets it into the corner. Work at right wing for Eichholt. Back to Annisdale in the corner. He falls down with it. No travel call, able to recover. Patterson swings it left. Cherney. And now back up top for Patterson as it looks like the Falcons will just hold on here for the final shot of the third quarter. 20 on the clock. And they lead 54-28. Into the right corner. And now a deep 3 on the way is no good from Annisdale. Brady Lorimer with the rebound. Still 9 on the clock. Anisdale steals it right back. Down low. Eichholt shot off the glass. Can't get it to go. The follow on the way is no good, but a whistle and a foul with .7 on the clock. And Cherney will go to the line for 2 shots. We'll see who they got the foul on there. I believe it was Sears. 17 fouls now for Sidney, which is .7 on the clock. That was the second on Sears. Cherney's shot is up and good. And off the bench tonight, Connor's now got 9 points. Chance to tack on another. Back to the line we go. Up and no good. And a rebound by Lorimer, and that will be the end of the third quarter. It's all St. Albert here in this semifinal. 55-28 for the Falcons. We go to the final quarter next on KMA-FM, Clarinda, Shenandoah.
Do you like to save money? It's a great time to be a saver. Interest rates are rising. This is Jay Longacre for Tri-Valley Bank in Randolph and Essex. We have some great rates on CDs. Give us a call. It's also a great time for a home loan. See our professional mortgage office in Nebraska City for great rates there too. Tri-Valley Bank and Professional Mortgage. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Bank on us with Tri-Valley Bank.
Since 1947, there's one name you can count on for 24-hour on-call service even after hours and on the weekends. That name, Gowing Plumbing. While they're located at 1210 West Sheridan in Shenandoah, they will travel within a 60-mile radius, and they're the only plumbing business in town that works on boiler heat. Gowing Plumbing is licensed and bonded for your peace of mind. Gowing Plumbing, 24 hours a day and night, 712-246-1803, or after hours, 712-310-9248.
Back for the final quarter from Fremont Mills High School in favor of our first game tonight. Fourth quarter underway, 55-28. St. Albert up big on Sidney going into the final frame. Pierce has the top of the key. Deep three from Jackson Gorham is good from the left wing. 55-31. The lead for the Falcons. The starters are back into the rotation for the Falcons here. Hughes, Lance Wright, Sam Rawlis, Jared Gast, and Reed Miller on the floor for the Falcons. Jackson Gorham, Sam Pierce, also Jaden Sears, Brady Lorimer, and Noah Jorgensen in the rotation for Sidney. Jackson Gorham up top, swings it left side for Jorgensen, a kick out for Pierce, who picks up the dribble in some trouble, gets it away now to Sears left side. Into the corner they go for Gorham. Up top, Pierce comes off a pick left. Nice help defense by Reed Miller out of this 2-3 matchup zone. Now underneath, the shot is blocked by Ryan Hughes. It was Sam Pierce driving the bucket. A couple subs coming in now for the Falcons. Lance Wright comes out as well as Jared Gast. Isaac Sherrill is into the game now for St. Albert. It looks like Brian Jenneru is in as well. Down low, Lorimer in the block. He's got 19 to lead Sidney. Has a shot tipped with a late whistle and a foul. And Lorimer will go to the line for 2 shots. Brady Lorimer with 19 of the team's 31 points this evening. Came in averaging around 11 points per contest and has a double-double, leads the team in rebounds on the year as well. First free throw is up and no good. East Mills and Stanton will follow here on KMA-FM. East Mills 19-3. Stanton 21-1. Should be a great ball game. 2 very talented teams out of the corner conference. Now Ryan Hughes will take a 3. Short, and Lorimer with another rebound for the Cowboys. 6:40 to play in the game. Jackson Gorham up top. Works it left side for Pierce. Dribbles around the edge and between the circles now for Jorgensen, who drives in. Contested shot is no good. And Sam Rawlis will save it. No, they say his foot was on the line. And it will stay underneath with Sidney. Pierce will throw it in. Box set here out of the Cowboys on their play. They floated up top, Lorimer. Now in between the circles for Jorgensen. Comes off a pick left. Kick out. Sears into the lane. Now to Pierce. 3-pointer on the way. No good. Off the mark right. And Reed Miller there with a rebound for the Falcons. Sam Rawlis pushes to the corner. Now a skip pass all the way to left block. Ryan Hughes over Lorimer. Gets it to go off the glass. Great night for Ryan Hughes, who's got 9. And it's now 57-32. 5:55 left in the game. Brady Lorimer at the high post. Kick out for Sears. Now Jackson Gorham. Thought about it as a pass tipped and stolen away. Now St. Albert pushes ahead. Hughes has a shot that goes strong off the glass, but Sam Rollis will follow. He's now got 7, and the lead is 59-32 for the Falcons. 5:32 to play in the game. Appreciate you being with us tonight here on KMAFM 99.1 from Fremont Mills High School in Tabor as Lorimer hits a floater from the middle of the lane. He's got 22 to lead all scorers. The senior going out on a high note. Ryan Hughes for 3 at the other end. Good. 12 points for Hughes. He's had a great game. 11 of his points here in the second half. Sidney back with it. Lorimer in the right corner. Under 5 to play in the game. His pass, looking for Jorgensen underneath, is knocked out of bounds by Sam Rollis. So it stays with Sidney. As now Reed Miller subbed out of the contest. Gets an applause from the St. Albert crowd. We'll see if his night is done with. Jeff Miller into the rotation. Hughes up top. Sidney not applying much pressure here on along the perimeter. Sam Rollis gives it in between the circles. Left side Hughes. Dribbles up top, kick right. This is Jenneru. Now into the left block, left side. Back to Hughes. Isaac Sherrill in the low block right now, working on Lorimer. Hughes holding on. Sherrill comes up to get the basketball. Nobody guarding him out there. Hughes will take a fadeaway 3. It's short, and a rebound underneath by Sam Pierce. Sidney looks to push ahead. Down to the low block. Here's Jaden Sears with the basket from the left side of the bucket. And Larry Peterson will call a timeout. 3:59 left in the game. St. Albert 62, Sidney 36.
While the forecast for agriculture is anything but clear, one thing that remains obvious in our industry is the need to partner with those that are committed to and understand the ups and downs that come from feeding the world. This is Dan Comer with Arbor Bank, and we've been your local financial resource since 1865. Stop in and see me and Sidney or one of our experienced ag lenders in Oakland or Nebraska City. We're Arbor Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
So we're back here in the fourth quarter, 62-36. Comfortable lead for St. Albert here with just 3:59 to play. Leading the way tonight for the Falcons. Reed Miller, 13 points. Ryan Hughes with 12. Connor Cherney and Jared Gass both have 9. Sam Rollis with 7. Very even scoring amongst the St. Albert team. Right now the Falcons have it, and a pass is knocked out of bounds by Cole Jorgensen. Jenneru was the one driving right side. He'll now pass it in along the baseline as it stays with St. Albert. And for Sidney tonight, all the scoring's really been coming from Brady Lorimer. The shot is missed underneath by the Falcons, goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with St. Albert. Lorimer tonight has 22 of the team's 36 points. Right now, St. Albert has it left corner. As a 3 is on the way from the corner from Sherrill, no good. Sidney will push it ahead in transition. Top the key, Zane Osborne, who's back into the game now. Gives it over to Brock Shirley, who's got 4 fouls. Now to the left side for Adam Thompson, who's a senior. And a pass goes from Shirley out of bounds. Looks like it was tipped, and it will stay with Sidney underneath. 3:24 to play. Adam Thompson will throw it in, gets it into the left corner for Osborne. He'll take a contested 3, no good. And a rebound underneath for the Falcons. St. Albert pushing ahead here. Jeff Miller into the corner, now down low. Reverse layup is off the mark from Sherrill. Excuse me. Yeah, that's Sherrill. And so Sidney is back on offense here. Brock Shirley now will drive. Looks for a shot, no good, no call. Out of control there on the dribble drive, and it's back to St. Albert. 2:53 to play. 62-36. Jeff Miller at the other end puts up a floater in the lane, no good. And Osborne with the rebound. Osborne now will drive. In some trouble, knocked out of his hands, ball loose on the floor. Kick out. Cole Jorgensen for three is long. And a rebound for the Falcons. We're going the other way. Now at the other end, a three is on the way here from Sam Narmi. This one's off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sidney. 2:24 left in the game. 62-36 is the lead for St. Albert. Into the corner now, Narmi. Giving it off to the left side. Now into the low block. Turnaround shot on the way and good from Isaac Sherrill. He's got his first basket of the night. It's 64-36. 2:10 to play in the fourth quarter. East Mills and Stanton will be up next on KMA-FM. Right now, Sidney working it around the edge. Thompson gives it over right side. Cole Jorgensen, contested three is no good. And there's Narmi with the rebound for the Falcons. The clock goes under 1:50 to play. So St. Albert's going to go into a district final Thursday night. It'll be played in Oakland at Riverside High School. They'll play the winner of East Mills and Stanton, the game that's coming up next year on KMA. And just looking at the bracket here, 1:32 to play as a couple subs come in for Sidney, Jackson Gorham and Jaden Sears. So again, St. Albert's going to move on. That'll be a 7 o'clock tip, 7 p.m. at Riverside in Oakland, Thursday night. And again, they'll get the winner of East Mills and Stanton. Brock Shirley will now drive and gets a layup to go. That's Brock's first basket of the night. 1:13 to play in the game. It's 64-38, St. Albert. Falcons driving at the basketball. Pass goes out of bounds. Last touched by Sidney. As Brady Lorimer checks back in for the Cowboys here. And even though St. Albert has been able to really control from start to finish in this one, Lorimer's had a really good night, 22 points, and now a timeout will be taken on the floor by St. Albert, it looks like. We'll take a quick break as well. 1:05 to go, 64-38 Falcons.
I've wanted to be a nurse as long as I can remember.
For me, it's a second career choice. I didn't want to work a low-paying job all my life.
I'm taking nursing classes at Iowa Western. It's an excellent program and easier to get started than you think.
Find out how you can study in one of the best nursing programs in the region at Iowa Western Community College, Clarinda Center. Iowa Western Community College's nursing program offers the beginning of your future. Call them today or find out more by going to iwcc.edu.
St. Albert on offense coming out of the timeout. Jeff Miller has it at the right side of the floor as they work it down in the low block. Turnaround shot is up and no good. And we're under a minute to play. This one winding out here tonight. The first of our two games from Fremont Mills High School. We want to give a shout out to the Fremont Mills administration for putting together a nice setup for us as always. We appreciate it very much. Brady Lorimer did take a three. It was no good. St. Albert back with it as Narmi puts up a three now. It's no good. And for Lorimer, that was just his sixth three-pointer attempt on the season. So I think they were trying to get him his first three-pointer of the year. He hadn't made one yet. Jackson Gorham takes a deep three. No good. Now the putbacks there for Adam Thompson. Sidney head coach Kent Larson takes the timeout with 13 seconds left. And the score being 64-40. We'll be back quickly.
When it's time for competition, stop by the place where no other store can compete. Visit Howard Clothing and Sporting Goods in downtown Shenandoah. We clothe the athletes, the coaches, and the fans alike with top brands like Under Armour and the best in high school and college apparel. Plus, we are your local source for all sporting goods, awards, sports protection, and more. Don't compete without looking and feeling the part with help from Howard Clothing and Sporting Goods, downtown Shenandoah.
Back quickly here with just 13 seconds left in the game. And 64-40 is the lead as Sidney's going to go ahead and sub everybody out. So more of a ceremonial there, timeout from Kent Larson. Talking welcome to the team. Standing ovation from the Sidney crowd. They're going to end the year at 14-9 overall. Very good year for the Cowboys as St. Albert passes it in. And all they have to do is just jog across half court and let the time run out. And 64-40 is going to be our final score. There's the final buzzer. And that'll do it. Again, 64-40. We wrap this game up next. St. Albert moving on to a district final.
From large projects to daily tasks, we can help at Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah. This is Josh, and we pride ourselves on quality products, knowledge, and service. We're always available for advice on the projects that take years to design or the issues that need fixed in a hurry. And we offer free estimates on anything and everything you need to complete both. When you have a demand, we offer the supply. Miller Building Supply in Shenandoah.
Nutrien Ag Solutions is committed to being the leading provider of agricultural inputs in the area. Previously Crop Production Services, the name change to Nutrien Ag Solutions allows them to play a significant role in the success of their customers and better address any challenges they may face. From seed to a variety of fertilizer and chemical programs, Nutrien Ag Solutions works with you year-round. See them in Westboro, Coyne, Percival, and Essex, providing customers with the best products and services. Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Final of our first game tonight, Council Bluffs St. Albert gets the comfortable win 64-40 over the Sidney Cowboys, moves on to a district final that'll be played Thursday night in Oakland at Riverside High School. They'll play the winner of East Mills and Stanton leading the way for the Falcons. Reed Miller, 13 points. Ryan Hughes had 12. Connor Cherney with 9. Jared Gast had 9 as well. Sam Rawlis with 7. Lance Wright with 5. Falcons are now 10-13 overall on the year. They are the number 1 seed in this bracket. Sidney's season comes to a close at 14-9 overall. Brady Lorimer led all scorers with 22 points. He had 22 of the team's 40. Seniors that Sidney says goodbye to this season, Adam Thompson, Carson Levy, also Jaden Sears, Jackson Gorham, Zane Osborne, Brock Shirley, and Brady Lorimer. Many seniors that were contributors that saw their high school careers in basketball come to a close. Here tonight, they go 14-9 on the year. All right, so we'll take an intermission break here on KMA, and our next ball game here in about 15 minutes will be East Mills against Stanton. We're looking forward to that. East Mills 19-3, Stanton 21-1. So we'll take an intermission break, be back in about 15 minutes for that East Mills Stanton game here on KMA FM 99.1, Clarinda, Shenandoah. Don't go away.